Here's one of the plugs I was talking about. So the plug actually looks really good. There's no cracking in the rubber. Everything's nice and flexible. I am going to do new spark plugs though. So we'll leave that there. Yeah, let's have a look inside the fuel tank. I think that's probably a good idea. I think I'm going to get my inspection camera and we're going to have a really good look down inside the fuel tank and see the condition of the fuel tank. So this is my inspection camera. Nothing fancy, Amazon special. They're about 80 bucks on Amazon. 3 cameras, so you can see forward, and then 2 cameras on each side, and an LED screen. So it's awesome for inspecting engines and those tight spaces where you just can't see. This is the thing to use. So what I'm going to be doing is over here on the bike, I'm going to go down and inside the gas tank and take a look to see if there's any fuel in there and see the condition of the interior of the gas tank. Huh, very cool. Look at that, it's got a molded gas cap so that the top holds it in the locked position. That's kind of cool, like that. Well, there's no rust on the inside and that looks pretty bone dry, although the rubber washer there, the seal, looks pretty cracked. I may have to make a seal for that and replace it. It's not horrible, I've seen worse, but for a bike like this that could certainly do with a fix. Alright, let's have a little peek inside here. It still smells of gas, I'll tell you that. There's a little bit of a gas smell, not very overwhelming. There's certainly no gas visible at the surface. So, time for the inspection camera. And we're basically, like I said, we are going in to the into the gas tank and down, and we will see what we shall see. All right, so I had to bring the bike inside my garage because it's just too sunny outside, and I can't get a nice clear camera image on my inspection camera. All right, so let's turn on the inspection camera. There we go. Inspection camera's on. Here's the little camera lens, and we're going to put my camera nice and close to that so you can see what I see, and I'm going to zoom in a little bit. There we go. Alright, good. If I take my camera lens and come over to the gas tank, we shall go down and in. So there's the petcock with the fuel filter. Let's go down towards that. Now that looks like a little bit of fuel down there. So yeah, that's 40-year-old gasoline down there. A little bit. Mainly I'm looking for rust. I don't want to see any rust in here or major corrosion, and it looks really clean, which is good. I'll back it up and come further down. See the seams of the tank there, nice and clean. That looks like a little bit of fuel, tiny bit. I'm at the bottom of the tank right now in the lower section, so there looks like a little bit there. That means there's going to be some, varnish, and it means I got to really take the tank off and flush it and clean it. But it's very, very clean in there. There's no rust. So I'm going to change the settings on here so it's the side cameras. You can do a split screen of forward and side. There we go. So you're looking at the front camera and the side camera. So yeah, it's really clean in there. So I'm pleased with that. And I'm pleased that 98% of the fuel is out. I don't know if that's what... No, it doesn't look like any fuel. It would be a dark burnt orange color if there was any fuel at the bottom. So there might not be any. I'll know for sure when I've taken the tank off and drained it 100%, turned it upside down, taken the petcock out. We'll see if there's anything. Anyway, for now, that's the fuel inside of the fuel tank. Backing it up a little, backing it up a little. Yeah, there definitely looks like there's a little bit of fuel around the base of the petcock. And that's it. All right. So yeah, I think I've got myself a good fuel tank. There we are. So inside looks pretty clean. Now there is a low point on the gas tank. You see how the gas tank, let me zoom out. Zoom, 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 zoom. There is a low point on the gas tank here. I am positive there's probably a tiny bit of fluid because the petcock's here. And there's no way he got all the fluid out, all the gas out of this tank without removing the tank, turning it upside down and draining it. Which means there is a little tiny bit of fluid, or fuel, I should say, at the bottom here. Highly likely. So in order for me to get rid of that, I'm going to need to fill this up with gas, either take off the tank and drain it completely, or fill it and swish it around and then flush it through. That's another way of doing it. But you know, probably the tank should come off and be properly cleaned out before we put it back on. And that will probably help with me getting the carbs off the bike as well, with the tank off, before I tilt the engine. So, there we go. That's all I'm going to do today. Next time you see the bike, all of this is going to be cleaned up because I'm going to spend a few happy hours polishing, cleaning, and getting all of this looking as good as I can. And then we'll start dealing with some more repairs. So, thank you for watching. 1979 CBX restoration. Cheers all, ride safely, come home alive.